Hey everybody, this is a Movie Mackle commentary track. I talk a lot about other people's work on this channel, so it's time to sit back and talk about my own work. I'm going to be releasing a few more of these, in fact, but I wanted to start with Phobia VI because it is, to me, the most interesting short that I did in college, and I did a lot of shorts in college, and I loved almost every single one of them. I would say this is the best group project I ever did. Where just like a group was assigned to me, but a lot of us, we pretty much all were acquainted with each other at this point. A lot of us have known each other for a few years already, or at least a semester or two. And we had this assignment was kind of simple. We just needed 6 shots, like one really complicated shot each, and we got put in groups so we could kind of help each other get these really nice shots. But we wanted to make a film around it. We wanted to have the shots connected in a way, and then it just turned into a short film with all 6 of the required shots in it. I'd argue that several of these shots could qualify as the 6 shots, because I think there's a lot of great shots in the special, this little short. I think it's flawed. I'm going to be critical of my own work, and I guess in a sense the group's work. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. It's not a perfect project. There was a time limit to finish it. But I really appreciate this short. I really appreciate everyone who put time into it. And this is not a director's commentary because all of us directed a scene. Really, this probably should be a group commentary. And if the others want to do that, I am very down for it. I don't know how we do that now. Probably have to be like Discord or something with the virus and all. But I just wanted to record my own commentary of it. For this channel, and maybe a group commentary would be possible. Legitimately enjoyed working with every single person in this group. I have very fond memories doing this. And yeah, let's just jump into it. All right. So I'm gonna hit play on the video in 3, 2, 1, play. And YouTube fucked up, so I gotta do that again. 3, 2, 1, play. So it was my idea to completely rip off the Enter the Void intro. I mean, it's not even just like a rip-off, we're blatantly using the same music from it. I love that intro, though. I think it was fun to show to a class. But it is like, definitely a copy and paste intro. I just wanted to do it, alright? Like, it's a college project, why not have fun with it? I wanted to try doing something like the Enter the Void intro. This was like this is like the scene that we made to kind of combine all of our scenes together to kind of give it a story. Each of us describes our fear. The way that this worked actually is that each of us would, we each got together and picked what our fear would be, and then picked who the actor who would have that fear would be. Because we didn't make the fears that we chose the fears that our characters have, because we couldn't be in the scenes that we were directing. When we were directing, I mean, you can technically direct a film and be in the film, of course, but we wanted to get actors, we wanted different people to play the characters in the scenes we were directing, so I believe mine was a fear of being on live television, the pressure of being on live television, and Isaiah in the scene, the guy sitting right next to me when the camera cuts to me, was the one who played out that fear. Isaiah's fear was being lost in the woods or being left alone somewhere. And Joey, who was just in the frame a few seconds ago, was the one who had that fear. You know that asshole did that on purpose. You know that asshole did that on purpose is a very clever line, because it kind of refers to both the person in the restroom who he's an asshole because he left a mess there, or it could also be seen as the asshole, the actual literal asshole that got shit all over the place. So it's very, very metaphorical, very important. I love John's performance here, just describing his fear of vegetables. I believe that was Joey's scene that Joey directed. The one scene in this movie that was partially shot on an iPhone. But it was a very good shot. I think that the iPhone captured one of the best looking shots in the film, surprisingly enough. Never doubt use what you got, No shame in making a film on an iPhone as long as you do something good with it. You don't need no fancy equipment. You can turn your phone on and make something beautiful. This scene could have had better audio, but this was just kind of the, you know, it's a project. There was a due date. We could have set this up better. But I like the way these shots look. I like the fire. I like the smoke. I like how there's for some reason more smoke in the shot with Craig and Nils than there are Joey and John. Nils is actually Swedish, so he's just I don't know what he's saying in the scene. He could just be fucking with us. I don't remember if he was actually saying something or if he was just fucking with us, but he does actually know how to speak in more than one language. So having him kind of just play this foreigner character was very enjoyable. I really like what he put into the character. He definitely looks like an old-fashioned director type of person, which is exactly what he was going for. Me and Nils worked on a ton of stuff in school. Me and Joey did a lot as well. Craig, I remember, played this uncle character in a short we did, and I've never uploaded that because as much as I loved that project, I kind of saw the whole thing as a disaster. But I really liked Craig's contribution to it. This is Isaiah's scene. This is the scene that Isaiah directed. This is like his complicated shot was doing a long take right here, just a shot that does not cut and is following the actor. I was here on set. My job was just make sure, since Isaiah was like walking backwards, make sure he doesn't step into a pothole. And yeah, there's Joey acting the scene. That background was matted in by good old Nils, who's really good with After Effects. I mean, really freaking good with After Effects. That lame effect right there was done by me with the mask. But yeah, because there was like stuff in the background. There was like houses and park benches. So Nils made a better background for the scene. This is John's scene right here. I think that one scene with them in the forest, I like that. I think that should have been more near the end of the movie because it's a more serious toned scene. So I feel like that should have been right before the abandoned factory scene. I like this scene a lot. This was a fun one to do. This was like probably the most rushed thing in the film, but I also really love it. I think it works. I think it's very fitting. But we were just like, it was in between a class. Me and John quickly went into a restroom on campus and just quickly filmed shit using the shit mask. But I really do like how the scene came out. I think John's editing of the scene really helped pay off. And here's my scene. I really liked doing this. It's kind of a cliche to use like the TV studio at the school for my scene. But I think it works. I think it works. I like the shot of the two cameras staring at him, and you can barely see the people operating them from behind. I like that too. I was pretty proud of the scene. My shot, the one I pulled off, was a very tricky one, and I did not pull it off that well. It's okay. It's okay, I think, for a first time, but there's a lot of like bad green screen and shakiness. So yeah, what you have here is it's like two separate shots that kind of merge together. You'll see in a second. John's playing the lion. And then Isaiah, like I said, he acted in my scene. But yeah, you can see like the shot, it was a nice effort, but the camera's moving for like, it's like jiggling and it doesn't look that good. Right now it kind of looks like it could be one shot. It's just the transition wasn't very smooth. Now, I love this transition because this is one that actually transitions into the next scene. This is for Joey's scene. Got some anime on the wall. Hell yeah. Got some Reese's Puffs commercial. I love this scene. Most of the masks were provided by myself. I think Isaiah brought a few as well. And this is actually the one scene that doesn't have a mask. This scene has a completely different source of evil. Very intimidating one, in fact. I love that face. Can't go wrong with that face. I'm eventually releasing a behind-the-scenes video on this. I've had the footage for a while. I just kind of want to do something nice with it, and it'll take a while, but it will. Maybe I'll release it on the 1-year anniversary of Phobia 6, since it's already been this long. But this is probably like where some of the funniest behind the scenes are going to come from, because it was just us constantly fucking shoving cereal in our friend's face trying to pull off this effect of lettuce coming out of the bowl. We cut a fucking hole in the bowl. We thought this was going to be so much easier than it actually fucking was. I love this shot. I love the celery, because again, he was afraid of vegetables. He thinks he's going to get some tasty peanut butter chocolate cereal instead. Celery. And you can kind of see the hand there come over the bowl. This is the iPhone shot, and I actually think it's like pretty good. A lot of people were complaining about the flickering of the lights, like when we were working on this, like, oh, we gotta do it again, or oh, we gotta try to fix this. I was not about to go in frame by frame to fix this. But actually, I really don't mind the flickering at all. I think it works because it's like a horror scene. I genuinely not bothered by it. I think it's a cool looking shot. I don't know, feel free to disagree with me on that. I love like the sound too, because you can actually hear the fucking cereal hit, and it sounds like it's like something super heavy hitting the ground because it's slowed down in the pitch so low. And here is, in my opinion, as much as I love every scene of this movie, the best scene. It's technically 2 scenes. One was directed by Craig and one was directed by Nils, and it really... One, it helps that just these two have so much personality with their characters. Nils with the costume and Craig just with his acting. He's quite the character. He was very enjoyable to work with on projects. And they, I think they really added a ton to the scene. I think I actually just noticed a problem there where I clearly made the outside background darker. But then when the two characters walked in front of it, you could see like this gray box around them. So that wasn't very good. That was a mistake that made it into the final cut. But I was just trying to get it out for Halloween, and there was a limit. But this is a fucking cool shot. This is like this whole scene, like the aesthetic of the camera and all of that. And plus the fears are really good. Craig's fear was the Burger King mascot, which you're about to see, which... Another little behind-the-scenes fact is the Burger King mascot made an appearance in all 3 of the class projects we had. One was in Joey's project that I don't think is available anywhere. Maybe it is. Maybe he has it as on his YouTube. Hey, Joey, if it's on your YouTube, leave a link in the comments below. There's also this one with right there. And then in my unreleased short film, Red Camera, the Burger King Sneak King makes one more brief appearance. I'm going to release that eventually. It's not done yet, but it's pretty close. I have not worked on it. I really do want to release it. It got, like, the class version got released, but I think the special effects kind of suck, and I want to redo them. They were in preparation for a class special effects. I'm not really a special effects expert, though. Again, Nils is pretty good at that. And the shots here were done by a variety of people. John was helping... Joey was helping, I did a few, Nils and Craig were doing it. It was just up to them to get, like, the really good shot, you know? Get, the one professional shot that was required for the project, for the class. And there's a fucking excellent shot with the baby mask. Because Craig's fear was, Nils' fear was babies, and then Craig acted it out. And then I remember Craig saying, "Who's your daddy?" Got a big laugh from the class, probably the biggest laugh of the film. And then we have this awesome credit sequence, which was just us at the warehouse or the factory. Oh, another side fact: I was a huge scaredy cat when it came to filming this scene. I did not want to do it. I was so fucking afraid of shit going down if we filmed here. I thought there was gonna be someone like living here, or like we were gonna get stopped by someone. I'm a coward. Like I'll just admit it. I'm a fucking coward. And luckily these fine gentlemen I made this with talked me into it. And once we got there and actually started, it was a lot easier. I was a lot more comfortable with it. It's just kind of a sketchy location. I don't want to run into some meth addict. I don't want to run into someone who would potentially, I don't know, we were a group of 6 guys. I shouldn't have been that fucking worried about it. But I'm grateful to that group for helping me become a little bit more comfortable, not let my anxiety affect not place any restrictions on what I will and will not do towards filmmaking. Because I think it's important to go past your comfort zone. It's something that, yeah, you kind of have to do. Don't be a dumbass, but take some risks, you know? Definitely love doing this project, definitely love doing it with this group. I hope this commentary was, like, somewhat decent. There's just all this stuff going on the screen and so much I want to talk about. I definitely didn't cover everything. But, you know, group commentary, I'd be down for. I'll wait to hear back from the others. I'm going to send this to them. And if they want to do it, we'll do it. Even if some of them want to do it and others don't, we'll do it. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you to Craig, Nils, John, Joey, and Isaiah. You guys were great to work with. It was a very fun project. It's got its problems, but overall, I'm very happy that we did it. I can look past any flaws of it just because of how much enjoyment we got out of it, how much experience we all got out of it, just the good times. And a lot of those good times will be seen once I finally release that damn behind-the-scenes video. All right, so yeah, that's it. Thanks.